Welcome. It's your girl, Kentrissa, the real credit princess. That is my Instagram. If you are not following me, I need you to do me a favor and stop right now. Go to your Instagram and look up the real credit princess and follow me. If you are not subscribed to this amazing channel, and you can ask all of my subscribers because it is amazing, please go ahead and subscribe now, guys. And thank you for tuning in. This video will be an amazing video. You guys will learn something. You will laugh. You will have some fun. Every time we come on here, we're going to have some fun. So that's why I want you guys to always join me. All right, guys. So today we're going to have a little discussion, or what I would want to call it a conversation. What happens after you repair your credit? So I get a lot of returning clients. I will fix their credit, and then for some reason, life happens, which is totally understandable because it happened to me a lot of times. I had to file bankruptcy. I had credit cards that I had to settle. I continue to destroy my credit. It's just sometimes you cannot prevent things from happening, and it just happens. But if you can prevent it and you can figure out ways to not put yourself in situations where you have to not pay your credit cards, or you just have to go into default, try to learn from your experience, from your prior experience. But if things happens, it happens. I always say my whole motto was I would rather have food than pay my credit card bill. So if I didn't have any food, my credit card bill wasn't getting paid. That's just what it was, because food is essential. Credit is optional because you have to eat to live. You need credit, but you need food more. So I totally understand if food is primary over credit payments. So I say that to say, if you know that sometimes you get in a rut, let's not max out our credit card. Listen, guys, I know sometimes you may get in a rut and things may be hard. However, if you know you are in a rut, why are we still spending? Do you know how many times I will go and I will look at someone's utilization and come back and say, hey, you're at 95%. I'll go back 2 weeks later and look, it's at 101. Like, we just spoke about this. Why are you still swiping? It's something about spending that make us feel good. All right, so I want to know, what is it that you guys would do once you have the premier credit that you've always wanted? Would you open up a business? Would you buy your dream car? Would you buy your dream home? What is it that you would do once your credit have reached the potential that you've been wanting for? What would you do? So now we're gonna have a little conversation. Oh, I hope I don't get in trouble for this. I am so bad. I'm telling people business, but y'all don't know this person, but I'm gonna tell their business. It was a bad financial choice. And one thing about me is, guys, I am honest. And if you come to me and you want me to lie to you, don't come to me, because I don't even know how to lie. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Story, ready, let's go. Perfect credit, make $300,000 a year, if not more, wants to purchase a Maybach Ghost. Okay, I'm going to repeat it again. Perfect credit, make $300,000, wants a Ghost. Maybach Ghost, I think that's what it was. All right. Maybe it wasn't a Maybach. It's like a car that's $150,000, okay? So it's like a driving house. That's what I call it. A driving liability. That's what I call it. A driving liability. Would I buy a driving liability and not be a homeowner? Would you, if you owned your own business and you had a good job and you don't care about no house, would you purchase $120,000 liability? I'm gonna say it like that. Would you? I just want to know, why would you? Because one of the things I have a problem with is those cars do not add value to your, what's the word? You cannot build generational wealth through cars. I haven't seen one YouTuber or one person that wrote a book or one millionaire that said they made millions from buying $100,000 cars versus buying homes. Now, I don't know everything. So if that does exist, where there are people out there that purchases cars before purchasing a property, please explain to me, please justify that. Tell me how it makes sense. I was under the impression that my house that I currently have is considered a liability. Everybody always talks about houses are assets. They are an asset if you are not living in them. As long as you are living in your home, it is not considered an asset. You're still spending money. An asset, let's go look up the definition of what a true asset is. An asset is something that brings in money, not something that you're spending money on. So if you're having to spend money on your home, that's not considered an asset. It'll eventually turn into an asset, but you walk into a liability, correct? A vehicle is the same. The only difference is 5 years in your liability home, you have equity. 5 years in your liability vehicle, I don't know what that's called. And I actually wanted to use another word, and I chose not to because my channel is finally monetized, and I'm so excited about that. So I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube. But I just want to have like some conversations, and I really want you guys to think, because it's not my job, it's not my responsibility to tell you what to do with your credit, what to do with your money, what to do with your life. It is not my responsibility. However, when everything goes to the left, you're going to run to somebody to help you fix it. And I may be a part of that circle. So if you don't want to do that, think about the decisions that you're making financially before you go and jump into them for long-term commitments. I am a true believer of living beneath your means. I could have so many more things. I probably could have another property. I know I could have another property, hands down. Well, I could have 2 properties. I already got approved for 2. I could have kept my other house. I could have 4 properties right now if I wanted to, right? I would be stressing myself, hoping and wishing that these people paid and my renters were, and the properties were ran, and it would have been a lot of work. A lot of work that I know no knowledge about property management. I don't know enough information, so therefore I stand down, right? I stay in my lane. And I want a lot of you guys to also do that. Stay in your lane. Now, just because I don't have 4 or 5 properties currently doesn't mean your girl won't get them. I'm just pacing myself because I believe in patience. I believe in waiting till the time is right. And when the time is right, you will know, because it will happen effortlessly. If things come in your life, guys, and it is just so many difficult conversations, it's always a problem, it's probably not meant to be a part of whatever you have going on. You need to release that. Truly and honestly, I really talk to a lot of my friends, and now I'm getting off a topic, but I feel like you guys need to hear this. If it is not bringing you up to speed or making you feel upbeat, or if it's not something that's adding to your life, please, it doesn't serve any purpose, remove it. Just honestly, just remove it. So I say all of that to say, I'll give you a little story, true story. Ready, let's go. I had a friend. She's still my friend. He's still my friend. I'm not gonna reveal all their business, but they were getting married, and they came to me and they were constantly telling me like all the things that were going wrong. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is supposed to be the day that we're looking forward to since little children. You mean to tell me that everything that can possibly go wrong is going wrong? And she's like, yes. And so I said to her, maybe that's a sign, because I watch Bridezilla, and there's only like a few things that goes wrong. Everything is not going wrong. If everything is going wrong, that is a sign from the universe. That is a sign from God. That is a sign to tell you this is not for you. Whenever you apply for a credit card and it's all type of issues, they decline you, and then the next week they're sending you an invitation for a credit card. That is not for you. Years later, they got divorced. Okay? When something is for you, it happens effortlessly. Like, it literally falls in your lap. Me and my younger brother, we talk all the time about things that happens to him effortlessly. And I'm like, you see, that is the way life is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be a struggle. It's not supposed to be complicated. It is supposed to be easy. That's what we're supposed to teach our children. Expect for things to work out in your favor. When we are applying for credit cards, I tell my clients, don't even think about getting denied. Every time I apply, I get denied. You're not going to get denied today. We're not even going to think about getting denied. Speak what you want. Speak the life you want to have, right, guys? So with that being said, we have to be mindful of all of the things that come out of our mouths. Anyway, let's get back to this ghost, okay? So I want to know your thoughts, your feedback, and your comments over purchasing the $150,000, $200,000 car versus buying some property. I did want to give you guys a little information. I did have to do some research because I was helping out to purchase the vehicle. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but you cannot purchase a $100,000 car unless you have purchased one before. Did you hear what I said? You cannot purchase a $100,000 car unless you have purchased one before. So a bank will not even finance you a $100,000 car. But guess what? They will finance you a $100,000 house. So just a little education for the ones who did not know. A lot of you guys are not buying $100,000 cars, so I know you did not know that. The most I've seen anybody around me drive was maybe like a $60,000, $70,000. Y'all not buying $100,000 cars, because in order to get one, you have to have previously owned one, I repeat, or you have had to at least lease one. So you have to have shown the bank that you have had this in your possession at one point. Doesn't matter how much money you make, because on the application, I think we put $500,000, okay? And they want to see that you have some sort of history with this type of car. Remember, guys, you're driving a liability, okay? You are driving pretty much the prices of people's homes. So I just want to know, guys, what do y'all think about buying a car that's the liability that the bank won't approve you for, or getting a house? Which one would you pick for your credit? And tell me why. I do want to do like a little game with this, because I just really want to, you know what, this would have been a cool live. This would have been so good to be on live. I ain't doing live. All right, so anyway, guys, go ahead and tell me your thoughts, your views, and your feelings toward the car versus the property. It's not my business. I'm not here to tell you guys what to do with your money or with your credit. I am only here to give you the smartest decision. So if you come and you tell me that you want to do something stupid with your credit, I will tell you I think it's stupid, but I will still help you, okay? Because it's not my job to tell you what to do. It's only my job to educate you on what makes sense financially. Now, if you still choose to want to make a dumb financial decision, that's on you. I'll still help you, because if you pay me, I would do whatever you ask me to do. Because if I'm working for you, I can't tell you what to do. You know, it's your credit. So if you want to go and jack it all up, I'll be right back here to help you fix it, you know. So if you can prevent that, I definitely would, consider. I really honestly feel like, guys, the reason that we purchase all of these things is, I guess, maybe it makes us feel good. Maybe it makes us feel like people would respect us more. Maybe people buy these things because they feel they would be respected. I don't know why someone would want to purchase a $100,000 vehicle and I don't own any property. I just don't understand it. Can somebody help me understand it? It's not my business. It really isn't. It's none of my business. I just want to know why, because I'm nosy. Just curious. I just want to know. I want everyone to really sit down at the end of the month and do me a favor and write down how much money you spent on food, cigarettes, alcohol, extracurricular activities that we don't need to be spending money on, and write it down, multiply by 2, and tell yourself, if I save this every month, I will be able to invest my money into something that could potentially populate generational wealth for me and my family. Until next time, guys, this is your girl. I am the Real Credit Princess. Thank you again for being with me, and thank you again for all of the comments and the likes and the subscriptions. You guys are amazing. Until next time, bye-bye for now.